50 years have passed, but I do not age. Aku's grasp chokes the past, present, and future. Gotta get back. Back to the past. Samurai Jack. Who is there? Leave here now and live, or stay and face your destiny.
Our destiny is your death!
Very well.
Daughters to do your bidding, Master. They will succeed where so many others have failed. And we will find favor in your glory.
Hey everybody, so I'm trying something different this time around and show my animation before the design process. I have to admit, I got a little carried away with the animation this time, so I figured I better show it first. Because if I left it at the end of the video and people accidentally skipped over it after I spent so much time on it, I'm pretty sure I would just blow my brains out. So if you haven't figured it out yet, we're doing Samurai Jack this time around. The new season is out. It's awesome, you should watch it. One of the big things about Samurai Jack is his sword. If you're making Samurai Jack, you need to have the sword. I started modeling it in Maya, which is great for hard surface modeling, super easy to get those nice sharp edges, and then for Jack, which is a more organic character, I'd model him in ZBrush. One thing I recommend before starting any big project is creating a reference sheet. Go to Google Images and grab as much material as possible. It doesn't have to be the character himself. A lot of times I'll just see another person's work and I'll think, hey, I really like how they made the beard on this guy, or how they modeled his nose. And you can incorporate those different looks into your own work. So I take the very best images I want to use, put them into a giant collage, and that's what a reference sheet is. Then I leave this plastered on my second monitor the entire time I'm working. As you can see, I like to start with a generic human model and modify that. When you're making humans, it's just easier to start with this base instead of making the basic shape every single time. Moving on to Jack himself, I'll try to mention what Zbrush tools I use throughout the process. One tricky issue when creating cartoons is translating that 2D style to a 3D figure. Samurai Jack in the show is very angular with sharp corners, so to recreate that style, I use a lot of clay buildup brush to build up the shapes, then flatten it out with a trim dynamic brush, which really helps give it that angular look. Sculpting the hair seems like a lot of work, but once you get the workflow down, it's pretty easy. You just use a lot of clay buildup brush and then flatten down the two sides to create a sharp angle, and then carve in some lines to simulate hair strands by using the damn standard brush. Now we create the texture file. Overall, this paint job is super basic because Jack is just a bunch of solid colors. I didn't have to do much, although I like throwing on some darker colors in between the muscles for a more subtle shading effect to emphasize the contours, give it that little extra pop. And then we're done, ready to print.
I've been living problems, I've been living lessons. I know that when I die, I'ma be a living legend. Y'all some iRobots with your iPhones, talking down on my wave, your third eye closed. I don't even listen to a goofy though. Your brains really shook like a goofy though. Motherfuckers hating saying that I'm bougie though. But I understand cause y'all been used to those. I'm a living legend and they're making like Samurai Jack. The thorns for the taking, but my soul might set you back. I'm the smoothest.
Also, I thought I didn't need a base plate this time around and made a version without it. And obviously I was wrong. One last thing is that I just want to say thanks to all my fans. I think I almost doubled in subscribers since my last video, and as a thank you, I'd like to send a print to a random subscriber. So congrats to Splinks. You can be the proud owner of this broken Samurai Jack. Hold on a second, I can just glue it back on. Oop, there we go. Just message me with your info, and if you want, I guess I can send you a normal, non-broken Samurai Jack. That is, if you don't like having cool, one-of-a-kind, broken figurines. Thanks for watching, everybody, and as always, please leave me a comment on what I should make next.